Okay, so if you're in the commentary community, you're well acquainted with the drama that the core guys like Augie, Nick, Bo Blacks, not really Bo Blacks, he's a little bit of a fence sitter. Nothing against you, Bo Blacks, I still love your song, BLM.
Some people don't learn to struggle.
Little bit of a short video right here. I want to make a quick update on this whole technicals drama because I've never made my opinions on this whole situation, mainly because this drama was happening before I even returned to commentary. So I wasn't even around to talk about the situation, and when I finally was around, it was already like too late, and I really couldn't like inject myself into the conversation immediately because this was something that's been going on for months. But I wanted to reach out to technicals to fully get his understanding of the situation and what he was trying to get across. And if you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, I'm not going to give too much context. If you're in the commentary community, you would know. But if you don't know what I mean, just click off the video. It's fine. But I reached out to technicals because I didn't think he was a straight up like dumbass. I didn't think he was like entirely really stupid. And I thought a lot of the claims that he's had actually has actual legitimacy. And I think a lot of the things of the core commentary community like Augie and Nick were saying, they were definitely worth some criticism. So I wanted to confirm a lot of things with him because he didn't do the best job in framing a lot of his arguments. So I just wanted to understand him better. So I got in a call with him and I talked it out. It was like a 2-hour, 30-minute long conversation, and Jesus Christ, it was actually very productive. And one of the main reasons why I think so is because it wasn't like in an entertainment kind of atmosphere. I wasn't on a huge debate trying to entertain thousands of chatters or like multiple people in a live chat. I just genuinely wanted to know where his head is at, and I wasn't trying to get any owns on him. So I asked like a lot of like clarifying questions, like to get his true intentions on situations without just going in there like dishonestly trying to catch him in a contradiction or whatnot like that. And when you have a conversation with this guy like that, he's really understanding and actually genuinely reasonable. This guy has not gone completely off the deep end. Believe me, I have my fair critiques of him, and he's been spurging looking like an absolute retard on Twitter, but he also has his explanations for that. But regardless, I still have my fair critiques, I have my fair criticisms, but overall, we agreed on a lot of things, and even if we didn't agree on other things, we came to an understanding where each other was coming across. After the call, he tweeted out, "Me and Lyric squashed it, good call," because I also got into a little bit of a Twitter fight on him in a disagreement that I still kind of stayed true to, but regardless, he said we squashed it and it was a good call. And then I quote retweeted saying, "Understood a lot where he's coming from." And honestly, it's really just minute shit that we disagree on. Tech is chill. And believe me though, I'm not trying to tell like other people to agree with me at the same time, and I followed up saying it was actually very productive and we understood where each other was coming from. I'm not saying this to encourage or tell others to be chill with him. I have absolutely no interest in that. I don't give a shit. But I'm just stating what happened with me, and he's not an unreasonable guy. And the reason why I mainly wanted to clarify this is because I feel like this situation is absolutely different for someone like me. Because I haven't made these huge statements defending Zapdie or defending Big B, as opposed to like Nick, Augie, and Tipster, who have said a lot of like spotty shit that definitely is worth criticism. I absolutely would never defend anyone like Zero or do the shit that he's done, because the way I judge these situations, right, is that if I don't know them good enough, because to judge the Zero situation, I would have to have so much context to know if I could actually trust this guy and stick my neck out for him. But because I could never trust someone like this, I would never stick my neck out for him. And I feel a similar situation with Zapdie. And it is an indisputable fact that there is correlations. They're not the same situation, but there's absolutely a connection on specific things, important things, with the Zero case and the Zapdie case. Now I feel like Zapdie is 100% better because, from my understanding, he came to the realization himself after he found out about the girl who was 16. He came to the realization of, hey, this is pretty fucked up, like a week after. So that's what makes it different from Zero in that situation, and that's the way that I judge it. But regardless, this is all like kind of semantics, because I wouldn't stick my neck out for either of these guys, because they both did morally reprehensible shit that both of them agreed that they did it on. And unless I know these guys personally beforehand and I would be able to like justify that talking to them in person, I wouldn't want to stick my neck out. I wouldn't want to defend these people, and that's basically my stance. But I just want to come on here and say that technical Technicals is definitely not off the deep end, and I don't give a shit if no one agrees with me. I had a personal conversation with him. He's reasonable, and he's an understanding guy. He absolutely does not seem like a backstabber. A lot of like criticism has been levied at him of like him going to any lengths to backstab anybody, but that's just absolutely untrue. There's plenty of shit that the popular opinion threw against him as actual criticism, and I disagree with that as well. And I understood a lot where he's coming from. That's basically what I'm saying. Pretty short video, but I wanted to make like a video clarifying this shit because a lot of people were asking me about it with this Twitter thing and me talking to Tech, because I got into, as I already said, a little bit of a shitstorm. But yeah, I didn't have a lot of time today, but I definitely wanted to clarify this in a video format. But yeah, that's basically all. Again, I hope you guys understood the points. I don't give a shit if no one else is cool with Technicals. I'm absolutely not trying to persuade anyone, and I don't care enough. I've already had my fair critiques of Augie when he, I felt ducked the debate for being a pussy. But dude, this is like very minute shit, and I absolutely don't think like these core commentary guys who I associate, like Augie, Nick. I don't really associate with Nick, but I'm chill with him. But mainly like Augie, I'm 100% fine and comfortable of associating with these people because I feel like they have a good core set of consistent values. And even if I do think they fuck up here and there, I think they're consistent enough where I judge these guys pretty good people to associate with. So that's kind of like my stance. That's where I stand. Even if they do make a couple dumb arguments here and there, I think they're overall good dudes and definitely people I want to associate with, and also have helped me out a lot, and I want to repay the favor in the future. But yeah, that's my stance. Little short video, as I said, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yo, yeah. Connor, can I ask you a question, dude?
Yeah, what's up?
All right, I want to cause a little bit of a shitstorm. Do you think that Augie should have debated Technicals?
After doing it, no. That was the biggest waste of time ever. Technicals fucking sucks. He's literally horrible at debating. All the reasons I just said. Everything I just said. Oh, just because
it's a waste of time and not productive?
And yeah, there was nothing was accomplished from that. He just lied and like tried to weasel and try to like not admit to his wrongs and like not follow like other lines of logic. I would like follow his line of logic and then disprove it, right? I would do that in the debate. I'd be like, so you're saying this, so you're saying this, so you're saying this. Here's why it's wrong. I would say something and he's just like, well, and he would like cite the law incorrectly. And I'm just like, so you just have no response.
Okay, so I mean, you wouldn't because it's not productive.
I wouldn't because he's a dishonest debater. Actually, I wouldn't because he's a dishonest debater. He's just weasels.
Okay, so do you think Augie looks like a pussy when he said
I don't think he
wasn't going to?
Yeah, no, I don't think that you have to. First, Augie doesn't have to engage with the debate because he's already done it once. He was just.
I would agree that I look like a pussy if I've never debated him before.
Yeah, but he's
okay.
already.
So here's the thing. So. Okay,
nothing happened from the last. Yeah, nothing happened with the last debate. I mean, Technicals conceded nothing. Nothing happened with me debating him just now. I mean, this guy's just useless to debate. He's also begging for attention too. Let me just be honest. He started like tweeting the other day where he was like, "Oh, who's Edgar's degeneration? That guy's irrelevant. Why would I waste my time talking to him? He's so irrelevant." And then today he spends 4 hours sitting in DC talking to fucking Smaggle Daggle and Mike the Bike, debating them. And I'm just like, what is your point?
Yeah, that does make him look like a retard, but yeah. He shouldn't have. I don't know. He has no obligation to fucking debate.
He has no obligation to debate anyone. But his argument of like, well, Edwin's irrelevant. Why would I talk to him? And then he talks to fucking Doc on the radio, who has like.
Yeah, but I saw people like Aiden calling him a pussy because he wouldn't debate Edwin, and I think that's retarded.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I don't think that he's a pussy for not debating Edwin. I think he's just hypocritical for being like, that guy's irrelevant, and then going and debating a bunch of irrelevant people. I think that makes him look retarded.
Okay, so the reason I think that Augie should have debated Technicals is because he does look like a pussy if he doesn't do it. Because
I don't think he looks like a pussy at all.
Okay, because it's a completely different situation.
And my answer to that, by the way, is even if I did, I just don't care enough to care. So
yeah. And it's a complete other situation. Like Technicals dropped a video, even if they already did debate in the past, which has been like the main reason that.
Well, okay, this is another thing. Okay, Augie dropped a video. You're completely right. This was before the debate, by the way. I think you've seen me talk about this. Maybe you haven't. Augie dropped a video in response, and Technicals went on live stream with 3 cocksuckers. And as soon as Augie was going to get into the points of why he believes these people are different, Tech asked to skip over all of it and just talk about Zaptai. This was the day before the debate, by the way. He was too pussy to actually address Augie's conversations because he's, I don't know.
You see, I agree. You can completely.
He's not interested in the truth. He's interested in selling a narrative. He went and mask off and admitted it in a video a while ago.
I agree,
So-
though. That's my exact stance. Technicals is in no position to call Augie a pussy because he's done virtually the same thing, and he's extremely hypocritical.
when I
but I feel like
demanded-
that doesn't
he-
save the fact from Augie still looking like
I
a pussy if he
demanded that
doesn't
he
debate him.
debate me back in November. He refused to debate me because he didn't want to give me money by going on my channel. And then when Keemstar got involved, then all of a sudden he immediately changed his mind and went full on debate bro mode. But before Keemstar got involved, before he sniffed out a little clout, a little opportunity there, he had no interest in engaging in any conversation with me. And he
Yeah,
mocks,
Technicals is a retard.
he mocks the idea of you going on stream.
Well, so that's
That's
why given,
established.
okay, listen, that's why given all this context of the way he's handled debating and engaging in a debate, I don't think Augie looks like a pussy for not doing it. I mean, you can say like Augie's like thirsting or Augie's like depriving the people of content, but everyone who was in that call with me and Technicals, everyone was like, "This is so fucking AIDS." Like, just stop.
Okay, so
because
here's my main
it was
problem.
horrible.
Here's my main problem. It's not for any of the reasons like he's dishonest or whatever, and all this context that we now know about Technicals because you just debated him. The main problem I have with Augie's response is that he said, it's just because I don't care. And I'm not going to debate Technicals because I don't care. And I feel that response wouldn't be fucking accepted from anyone else this community criticizes, and they would be relentlessly shit on if they backed out of a debate saying,
you might
I just
be
don't
right.
care.
You might be right, but
yeah.
like
Knowing the
I don't know
context,
how else to answer it
But
because like,
the context is different, though. It's not the same thing anymore. You've debated him in the past under completely
okay.
different other circumstances.
It was just like I don't care because of all these reasons that he's just terrible. I mean, that's how I
I
interpret
don't
it. At
care
least.
to engage in this.
Yeah, because of how terrible he is. I mean, that's how I interpret it. I mean, I'm not Augie, but that's just how I interpret it. That's like, and now after doing it, I'm just like, I never want to talk to that guy again. He's just completely terrible.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if the roles were
By
flipped
the way,
and
I
Augie,
want to clarify. There is a possibility that I do want to debate him about something in the future. I'm not against debating him as a person. I just don't want to fucking debate him on this one topic because it fucking sucks and it's a waste of time. If something else happens down the line that I feel compelled to argue with him about, then sure, I'll fucking debate him, right? But like on this specific topic, it's just so clear cut, it's so obvious, and I have no interest in talking to somebody that's irrational.
okay, so if the roles were reversed and Augie was the one pursuing as opposed to Technicals in this situation, don't you
I
think
think-
the Technicals would be labeled as a pussy?
No, because
I
he
think
did
they
that
would.
to me. No, because he did that to me, and nobody thought he was a pussy for it. In fact, they all said
No,
that I
no,
was
I'm talking about
swerving
you. I'm
and
talking
begging
about
for
you.
debate. No.
I'm talking about you. What you think?
What do you mean?
Because I don't give a fuck about random spurgs in the chat and what the popular opinion is. I'm asking what you would think.
Oh, if Tech
you think-
decided he didn't want to debate
Yes,
me
you would
because
call him a
he doesn't
pussy.
care,
That's like my point. You would call him a pussy.
I think
double
it, no.
standard.
Let's.
I mean,
'cause
if
you're
it was
talking
the
about
same I have to reverse the context here. So let's say that Tech. Fuck, how do I even explain this? I don't know.
You were
Okay,
the
let's
one
say- no, no.
pursuing, and
This is
Technicals
how-
was the one doing
Well, it's not
exactly
just
what
about
you were
who's
doing.
how you
saying,
say
pursuing
I
and who
don't.
wants it. It's the context of the fact that like we've already debated.
being-
There's been a video.
He skipped
You've
over it. He
You've
didn't want to
actively
talk
ran
about
for
it.
my fucking arguments. You've admitted on Twitter you don't give a fuck. You know, like there's a lot of context that makes me not want to debate them. It's not just the fact that I just don't want to do it randomly, that I just decide, I don't want to do it. No, there's like reasons for it.
Wait, there's reasons behind I don't care? I thought it was just because you're not interested.
Yeah, I explained it because I'm not
there's
interested in
reasons by not being
talking.
interested.
I'm
Oh,
not
so you're not interested because
in-
he's dishonest.
Yeah, I'm not interested in talking to somebody who's a complete waste of time.
Okay. I just feel like it would be an easy dunk for you, man. And I just think it's like you could make
No,
yourself
what
look
would
like
happen
so
is
good.
if it were to happen, it would be both of us fucking doing this retarded shit. Then at the end, both of us sucking our own cocks. Tech would be like, "Holy shit, I fucking destroyed him," and then I'd be like, "Holy shit, I fucking just owned him."
I mean,
and then
I
our
I feel like
fan
it's
base
way
is gonna
better
suck
than
our
you
cocks
just saying
in.
no, though. I just feel like
That's
it's way
not
better
better.
I don't
because
care.
yeah, that's my point. That's my
Yeah,
criticism.
well, I don't know what
I
else to
hate
say.
that.
I'm not. That's the most honest fucking answer I'll ever fucking give you. I don't.
I know,
care,
and that's
'cause
why I'm critiquing you for
Yeah.
it. That's why.
But okay,
I don't
dude,
give a
what you
fuck
just
what the
said,
audience
Augie,
thinks. Dude, I went trending on Twitter. My name went trending on Twitter the day that debate happened. 6,000 tweets calling me a piece of shit pedo. Do you think I
You don't
really-
have to care. You don't have to give a
Do you
shit. I'm
think
just
I
saying
really
I'm
give a shit?
critiquing you for it. I don't give a fuck if you don't give a shit. I'm saying that I'm
Okay.
criticizing you for
Well,
it.
I don't fucking like value my manhood and who I'm willing to get into a Discord call with at any given moment. In fact, if anything, I think it's gay to care about that. So I don't.
No, wait. Okay. And let me just say, like, if Augie was the one, like, let's say the context was everything is exactly the same as it is today, but just the names are flipped. Augie's the one going into technical server, debating like dozens of technical spurgs and like begging for his fucking attention.
This
on
is
Twitter.
completely different
I would
conversation.
be like Augie's a pussy, or Augie's like a spurg. Why is he like And if Technicals like, I don't want to
Why
talk
is he
to you, I don't think
molding?
Technicals would be. I don't think Technicals would be a pussy if he was like, I don't want to talk to you. And Augie's
Dude,
just, like,
I've never
going into his
the people that I've demanded
I
debates
disagree.
from,
I
like
don't
Petty
know.
Page. I've never fucking like you. What I'll do at most is I'll go into their chat and I'll be like, debate me, and then they'll be like, no, fuck you, and then I'll like laugh at them for like a few minutes and then leave, and then never think about them again. You know?
Oh my god.
I mean, that's literally what I've done in the past. So
Well, that situation's kind of convoluted with other details, but I think a good like
Exactly,
situation.
because
I know, but
nuance
I think a good
changes
situation
these-
to look to is like Nerd City. Remember that recent thing with Boblax? I think he's a pussy for not fucking talking to Boblax right there. You know what I mean? Like he
Yeah.
declined.
I think
straight
so.
up. Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah, well, I
not a
also think he's
pussy.
a pussy.
Maybe,
Well, okay.
maybe not a
think
pussy,
so.
but I think he's an asshole for not picking up
Well-
Boblax's call.
Okay, come on, man.
Well,
He's a
no, this
pussy.
is why that's different because Boblax and Nerd City have never had a conversation about anything involving that. So he's just completely avoiding Boblax and he's completely like dodging him. Augie and
Well, if
Technicals
you
are
count,
It's
voice
not like
calls
they
are
had
the
an
only
argument in the
conversation.
past, and Boblax was like a Weasley piece of shit in that argument. So maybe that's why Nerd City doesn't want to talk to him again because he's like, I already talked to this asshole one time and it was useless, you know. But because that's my situation, that's what
Here's
I'm
the
dealing
thing.
with.
Here's the basis of my stance. I think that you would gain nothing from talking to Technicals. Absolutely nothing. It would be shitstorm, and maybe you look to be a fucking Chad, or maybe you look like to be a pussy. I don't know. But I feel like just you doing it, so like you're only doing a negative to yourself. You're only doing a disservice by saying I don't care and I don't know. And I know you don't care, but I'm saying this is why I can't support this decision. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's fine. I mean,
It's just holy shit.
again,
Would you
when
like
I
to
say
debate
I don't
Jalen again,
care,
or-
that
Hey,
when I say
Lyric,
All right, so I just
would you debate Jalen again or no?
Fuck, that would be so, dude. That's free money.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. What if you're just like, I don't fucking care to debate this loser? Would you think that makes you look like a pussy? Or
yeah,
do you
what
think it
if
just means you don't
Jalen just
care?
randomly hits you up one day and is like, I want to debate you about transgenderism, and I want you to debate right now, you fucking pussy. And then you're like, I don't care about talking about transgenderism with you. Like, fuck off. Do you look like a pussy? I don't
Completely-
think so. I don't think you look like a pussy.
These
to
are
turn that
so
down.
wildly. These are so wildly
That's not
different.
different.
because-
How are they different though? That's an exact fucking replication of the situation that I'm in.
As I was saying, though, I also wouldn't decline, but those are for other motives. Like, it would be amazing entertainment.
I mean,
necessarily,
yeah,
I'm
I
not-
guess.
and
Like,
I'm also
I feel
like a
like when you
combative
debate more
person. I would
people-
like to do that too.
Look.
So I don't know.
Maybe you're right, but I feel like when you, because like I was in this fucking mindset too, like a couple of years ago. I was like, I just want to fucking debate everybody. I want to shit on the whole world or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Technicals funded
Now I'm just
$5
like, I want to
by
pick my
Deadwood.
battles because, to be honest, a lot of these conversations are just fucking like, I love having conversations with Nick or with Aiden or even with this conversation with you right now. I'm enjoying, right? But fucking arguing with a guy who's like openly dishonest and openly trying to smear me and openly has a
Add
vendetta
one.
against me, like I just don't fucking want. Honestly, I just don't want to do it.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
fucking
Add
like I
Adam.
said, he was literally citing
Adam.
half of a law. He was literally
Yeah.
citing half
I mean,
of a
he's
law.
a
to try to
nut.
own
He's a
me.
nutcase. I mean, he's willing to lie about anything. He doesn't care how stupid his arguments sound. He'll just fucking spam them until like they make sense. Like one of the ways that Technicals argues is through repetition. So if he says something and it doesn't land right at first, he'll just say it over and over and over and over again. And to be fair, I do some of this too, but Tech does it a lot. And the difference is that he relies on it a lot to sell his points.